So, you know when you sleep, sometimes you can go 8-10 hours and it still only feels like a few seconds or like a blink of an eye before you wake up. Even like a terrible nightmare, it just feels like it was only a few minutes when you try to recall the whole dream. Usually just remember the end of the dream too, right? You just kind of snap into the end of the dream, whatever Inception said. This dream was weird though. It felt like it was going to be a very long dream, but it was just the beginning of it instead of just the end. I had the start. I saw where it was going. It was nothing different for me. I was making 100 mil like I always do. Going to be a bit of a journey from a brand new account. The trick was this time I was doing it mobile only. Oh my god, I wasn't dreaming. Yep, I'm behind. Gotta go. No, dude, we don't have time for an intro, man. I gotta make some gains. So I've been making some progress in terms of combat life when it comes to hill giants. About to get 40 attack, which means I can use some rune weaponry. This rune skimmy is gonna help out with DPS a bit. I am going to go for 40 strength and 40 defense while I'm here. The main reason I'm going for giants is for the hill giant keys. There's a handful of places you could fight, but these are pretty easy to kill. I can bury the bones for the decent early prayer XP, and then eventually using the keys to fight Obor, maybe getting that collection log item. I've never gotten it as a drop on any of my other accounts, so it'd be cool to do it here. One note that was brought up during the last episode that I haven't mentioned my decision on was buying bonds or not. I'm definitely just going to pay for membership on this account instead of constantly going for bonds. The goal of this account was not to have to pay for bonds all the time, I guess. It's just a straight up 100 mil grind. The fact that I made a couple bonds in the first couple episodes at least showed the potential for being able to do that early on the account, which I thought was somewhat important to put out there. But overall, that's just not the grind that I'm going for here. I'm just trying to make 100 mil. So I will be paying for membership without using bonds. Gains aren't too bad at the Hill Giant Life. I'm about to grab 40 defense, which is going to be it for my combat training for now. 40 attack, 40 strength, and 40 defense is a pretty solid start to the gains. I do want to come back and do some range life very soon, but for now, I'm going to go back to the skilling world, mainly back to aerial fishing. I've got a lot of mulch pearls to be collecting. Here's my first set of 100 pearls. This is going to be my first piece of anglers, first of 4 pieces. This is definitely a lot slower than doing it at the trawler, but it is kind of nice to have a consistent pace, be aware of where I'm going with this. When it comes to the trawler, even though it's a little faster, just 1 in 8 instead of having to collect the 100 pearls, they're both kind of random, I guess. It's not like there's an exact pace of pearls, even though it all averages out. It still feels a little more consistent here, and the XP rates, getting good XP in fishing, hunter, and even cooking, getting decent cooking XP rates. It's kind of nice to have for sure, but I still got 3 pieces to go. That's a lot of fishing, so I got some work to do. During the fishing life, there's a lot of clue drops, and I have been going through the beginners and easy. This is what most beginner clues look like, 1 oak short bow. Easy clue life, usually more exciting than beginner clue. For no reason though. Time for another beginner clue, and for some reason, 3 items feels pretty good, even if they're all garbage. I'm keeping the pattern, alternating easy and beginner clues. This time, again, really nothing. And the montage continues with probably my best beginner clue so far. Easy casket obtained. What have you got for me? Fucking Iron Man gains, thank you. And what do you got for me? Never mind. Another easy casket coming in hot. Hey, look at this! I was running out of ways to say that I wasn't getting anything. Still not worth a lot of money, but at least it's unique to clues. Some gold-trimmed black plate skirt life. I'll take it. I'll take it. Going with back-to-back easy clues. They've been treating me a little bit better. That's actually the most expensive clue yet, huh? 3 purple sweets actually adding up a little bit. Alright, I've got 1 of each this time. I really should save up the caskets rather than 1 at a time, but for some reason it's exciting to get the clue, but then opening the rewards, really not as exciting. Alright, easy casket, restore my faith. Woo, look at that. We got a page, unfortunately. Gothic's page, pretty garbage. That's not one of the good ones, but a little more interesting. Like the only, I guess I got sweets, which are clue uniques, and the black skirt, which is a clue unique, so we've gotten a couple. Clearly all those clues have been coming from fishing. I just got another 100 mulch pearls. This will be angler piece number 2. 2 out of 4 is pretty solid so far in the gains. I'm approaching 68 hunters soon. That'll probably be the next clip, and I think I'm going to go do some other hunter-style things, specifically chinchampas, very likely, before finishing up the angler set. I do want to finish up anglers. At this point, it's probably pretty obvious that I want to catch minnows eventually, but there's a few different fishing methods I would like to do. and overall aerial fishing is not done yet. So fishing's not over, but I'll be moving on to hunter very soon. Before moving on to solely hunter, I'm about to grab a 68 hunter here at aerial fishing. This is pretty big for this skill specifically, or this activity I should say. I'll now be able to catch the eels here in the lake, which are the second best fish here. Pretty solid for XP gains. It doesn't really make any increase in terms of how many pearls you're getting, but it is nice to get some bonus XP. For 3 skills really, it's mostly fishing and hunter, but definitely the cooking gains here are a bit underrated. I do want to do some chinchompas, but you do have to complete Eagle's Peak before you can catch chins. This was kind of a deterrent for bots. Makes it a little bit harder to make a bot that can go catch chinchompas. Though there's still a lot of people there, tends to be pretty crowded. Gotta go check the place out though. Not gonna do a lot of chins, but we can talk about it when we get there. I would rather do chinchompas with like 80 plus hunter. Not only would I have another trap, but I wouldn't fail too many catches. I won't be doing that many for now. I think just go to level 70. Currently sitting at 68 hunter. That's not too many catches. It'll get me a little bit of cash. Gets me away from fishing a little bit too. And the fish that you catch while you're at aerial fishing does base off of your hunter and your fishing levels. So a couple of hunter levels doing other stuff is going to help me out when I go back to aerial fishing. Mostly it's nice to just change things up a bit, but I think I'm going to go for 2 levels here at chinchompas, see how much cash I can make. 69 hunter. Nice. Better connection inside anyway. You guys don't have like a boom or any of your own equipment? It's my chair, my green screen. So as you can probably tell, we got an actual production team going now, which is really nice. I was definitely behind on a lot of the IRL clips, and these guys are pretty good at what they do at their job, though. Like, what are we even using the green screen for?
Really, nothing yet. We're just kind of figuring out the setup.
Nothing yet? Why do we get this all set up? We're not gonna use it for anything. It's just gonna be a green background. I mean, why not? Like in-game clips. Chinchompas are one of the better skilling moneymakers in the game, no doubt. For now, it's gonna be pretty slow, pretty bad money, but eventually it could be one of the best money makers I can do without like bossing and whatnot, which is kind of nice. Why don't we just like only show the in-game clips right now? I don't know what the point of all this is currently. That's just a black screen right now. I'm not actually even playing. All right, 70 hunter is coming in hot here soon. I'm probably gonna round up to 500 chins and then go sell these off for a decent profit. That'll be like 600K or so. Overall, like I said, I think when I got here, sometimes I forget what I said in a whole 2 levels. I would much rather do this with 80 plus hunter. I probably won't be coming back for a few levels, but maybe not quite 80. Overall, I don't want to do that many of really any specific activity when it comes to making money on this road to 100 mil, but I'm not going to try to make like 10, 15 mil off of chinchompas. So I'll use them to gain some hunter levels and then go through some other hunter methods too. For now though, let's go ahead and sell off these chins. 500 chins, these are at a ridiculous price right now, if I am not mistaken. I want to say like 1.5K a piece. Wow, way more than I thought. 1.8K. They have spiked very recently. I mean, maybe not too recently. I had known the price had gone up, but it's not like I'm hunting these all the time. But nice, I'll be able to get a little more profit out of this than I expected, which is good. More profit is always good. For now, though, I'm going to move on to a little bit of questing life. All right, everybody, some of the clips in these episodes, when I record them, I purposely don't do any audio because I figure I'm just going to voice them over later. Usually if it's a quest that I know, or excuse me, if it's a clip that I know exactly what's going to happen, or like what I would normally have said, I would voice it over. If it's actually me reacting to something, I would do it live. And completing quests, I figured, would be an obvious thing, but I don't remember why I did these quests. I decided to go for Gertrude's cat, and then for the next clip, we have me beginning to train some prayer with the money I have made. This is not an unreasonable choice to go for 43 prayer overall. I would argue that Protection prayers could be the most broken thing in the game, just for how low of a level you need. Only 43 prayer is very easy to get. I'm doing it with Dragon Bones, which is like the most expensive way to do it. Pretty inefficient, just gonna go use somebody's house though and speed my way through it. And protection prayers are useful from like here until end game content. Like even the Inferno, you need your prayers. So apparently the reason I went for protection prayers at this point though was so that I could complete oh my, can't say it, little helper. And there's a couple of fights in it that it was a lot easier to get protection prayers, and it's really never too early to have them. I don't exactly remember why I did Icthlorins, but that was the quest progress I decided to make. I know for some of my future quest progress, I'm going to be working on Museum Kudos because I want to unlock Fossil Island for a couple of reasons. But I don't remember what my exact purpose of doing these quests at this moment were. Not that there's no benefits of them. I'm just upset with recording DAC forcing editing DAC to do the voiceover instead of just recording it live then and there. I don't know, maybe I was in an environment where it was really, really shitty voice quality, but that's usually not the case. I usually record my stuff right here where I'm editing because I don't ever leave home. I just play mobile from my desk. Overall, I'm trying to get a couple of quests in here and there per episode just to keep up the gains on that side, but that is going to be it for now. Instead, I'm going to be moving back over to the Hill Giant side of things. Like I said early in the episode, I wanted to get some range levels in, so that's what I'm going to be fighting, or training, excuse me, at the moment. Back to the Hill Giants, mostly for those keys again. At this point, the prayer XP doesn't really matter because I'm up to 43, but I would like to leave here with 50 range. That way I can go upgrade my Ava's device, and I probably won't be upgrading that again, maybe in this whole series. I don't think I plan on doing Dragon Slayer 2 before 100 mil, even though I would like to do it on this account eventually. Hint, hint. That's going to wrap up this episode in terms of in-game clips, though, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed the gains. When I see you next in-game, I'm looking for 50 range, and I guess back to the aerial fishing life, because I got to go finish up some anglers. We're done? We're good? All right. See you later. What am I doing here?